7 reasons why God separates you from someone you love deeply. Loving someone deeply doesn't always mean you're meant to stay together forever. Sometimes, even when the love is real, God steps in and separates you from that person. And that kind of separation is painful. It leaves you questioning, crying, and wondering why something so strong had to be paused or even ended. But there's always a reason when God allows distance. One reason is spiritual growth. Sometimes God separates you so you can grow without depending on the other person. He wants your identity to be rooted in Him, not in a relationship. If being together is slowing down your walk with God or making you overlook your own growth, He'll create space for you to find Him again. John 15:2 says, "Every branch that bears fruit, He prunes so it can bear more." Separation might just be God pruning you. Another reason is timing. You may be ready emotionally, but not ready spiritually. Or the other person might be struggling with something God needs to heal in private. When the timing is off, being together can create more damage than growth. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1 reminds us there's a season for everything, even love. God also separates to protect your purpose. If the relationship starts distracting you from the assignment He gave you, He will remove it, even if it hurts. Purpose always comes before pleasure. Sometimes the connection has to be paused so your calling can move forward. Another reason is preparation. Just because you love each other doesn't mean you're fully prepared to be with each other. God may be building emotional maturity, healing past wounds, or teaching you how to love with grace. If you were to stay together without that preparation, it could ruin what was meant to be restored. Sometimes God separates you to expose what was hidden. Distance has a way of revealing what you couldn't see up close. The silence, the space, the lack of access, all of that will show you if the love was mutual, if the intentions were real, or if it was only holding on out of comfort. God uses separation to bring truth to the surface. Another reason is surrender. God may be teaching you to let go and fully trust Him with your heart. That person became your focus, and now He wants to remind you that only He can be your foundation. When you learn to surrender the relationship to God, you give Him the freedom to rebuild it His way or release it for something better. And finally, sometimes God separates you for restoration. Just because something is broken doesn't mean it's over. But before restoration can happen, there has to be space to reflect, repent, and reset. God may be working behind the scenes, preparing you both for a stronger connection later on. Hosea 6:1 says, "Come, let us return to the Lord. He has torn us, but He will heal us." If you're walking through this kind of separation, don't let the pain convince you that God has abandoned you. He's still working. Sometimes love requires letting go. And when you trust God in that process, He'll either bring you back together stronger or bring you into something that brings peace.